Hello everybody and welcome to today's match.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest travel information is currently being displayed on the screen.
Substitutions taking place. 2 added minutes has been indicated. Volunteers for each block, please.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Substitution on the field, number 24.
Chelsea making their first change very early on.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
No, it's come to nothing. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. Brahim Diaz. And here's Brahim Diaz. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And the shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Hakimi gets across to intercept that. That's a good ball. That's good play. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nedved. And the through ball. And this is Ibrahimovic. He's real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Ibrahimovic certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
He won't be happy with that one. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's Diaz. And this is Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, what has happened here? That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Spread out to the left. Hazard. In towards the back stick.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Chelsea clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Matthäus looking to play it into the box. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And Neuer pulls off a sensational save! It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And here's a player who has defined a generation.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well read, and the danger is averted. That's going to go a long way.
2 added minutes has been
Hakimi.
indicated.
That's a throw. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Those of you making their way
Chelsea
home
come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Chelsea can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Nedved. Number
So right back into the action.
Ibrahimovic.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Neymar. Coming on the field. Number 7.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Number 23.
Now it's Alvarez. Well read, nice interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Back where it came from. And he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Diouf clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he's there to clear it. And he was alert to it.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe receives it in a... Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And he's taking no chances there. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And this is Modric.
Chelsea clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Ribéry. Ribéry charging forward, the ball at his feet. Is there any support? He might not need it. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Oh, well played, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Chelsea clearly should have gone for the easier...
Great chance! And that's a tidy finish. We thought they were done, but never say never. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. And time is up. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle and here we go.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another...
Ibrahimovic! Just the wrong side.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Strokes it back. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Alvarez. Rice. That's a good foray he's making. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Mateus charging. Can he finish? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He has a look up. Real chance! And he's quick to snatch it back. He's having a hit! Oh! Fantastic! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That's good play. And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can he find a finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Now, that looks a decent ball. Looking for the far post. Otto getting this one clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose, and Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ibrahimovic, Alvarez, and the shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Chelsea are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well read, nice interception. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Chelsea are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Chouameni. Coming on the field is number 25.
So the action resumes. Now it's Kaka, and he's worked it through. No way through there. And he's been shifted off it. Aimed beyond the defence. Pedri. Mateus, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, shooting chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
This is a promising build-up. Passes short and sharp. And the finish! It's a goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Cleared away. Now it's Kaka. Now it's Puskas. And here's Mbappe. Puskas!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Tries a shot! And that's a tidy finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And he's picked it up out wide. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Puskas, and this is Messi, and that's an errant pass. Ibrahimovic. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Kaká, and he's cut it out. Pedri, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And no, that was never going to make it. Alvarez. Rice. Mateus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The final 5 minutes. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it into space. And this is Puskas. Mateus. Searching pass he's played there. He's got away. Rijkaard. Messi. And that will be the final act. Chelsea can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Kvaratskhelia is a player who can do some serious damage. He brings a lovely intensity to that left flank and thrives on getting into half spaces. I think his biggest strength is his footwork, his ability on the...
Decent chance! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Kvaratskhelia. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic, played back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now that looks a decent ball. He won't be happy with that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Pedri takes aim and... Oh, good effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's intervened well there. Tottenham are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Matheus Cunha knocks it out wide. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more.
Kvaratskhelia! It's... Oh, what has happened here? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That was well played, well stopped.
And he cuts out the supply. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Chelsea are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Marquinhos can clear it away. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a throw. Can he get it through? Matheus Cunha. Dembele finding himself in space. Getting up there! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And he's being shifted off it. Aimed beyond the defence. Akanji is a man so notably... It's Ibrahimovic! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
And we have our very first corner.
Coming on to replace him is...
And it's hoisted clear.
Ribery. Substitutions taking
Tottenham
place.
have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
He's having a hit! Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Kukçu.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's found a way through.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
(1-0) as we head towards the end. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given, and he's going to have his name taken. Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. That is good strength. He is just caressing the ball. He's in a great position here. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's been given away.
2 added minutes.
And he
has been
whips it in.
involved.
Towering header! And there's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.